All right, everyone, we're here with Andrew McLaughlin, and he is a student at the University of Pittsburgh. Andrew, tell everybody what year you're in and what you're studying.
I'm a sophomore and I'm studying history and economics.
Perfect. So, even though you're studying more like business stuff like economics, you do come from a very artsy family. Can you tell us a little bit about that and how growing up in an artsy family helped shape your artistic vision?
Yeah, so the main member of my family who I think is really artistic is my aunt, Aunt Laura. She's done a lot of mosaics around Pittsburgh, including one at the Andy Warhol Museum, and she has her own studio. She's always been really into art, and I've taken a lot of inspiration from her. I'm not as good as a drawing and studio art type person, but I've also taken inspiration from my dad and his writing, which could somewhat be considered art, and
Oh,
I've
yeah.
taken a lot of inspiration for that for my own writing.
Oh, that's perfect. Now, since you just talked about writing, you wrote for the Pitt News. Are you still a writer for them?
Yes, I am.
Oh, that's perfect. So, what qualities make a good journalist?
I feel like anyone who's willing to follow up and persistent about things and really thorough and able to pay good attention to details, make sure that you're getting all angles on a story, and also make sure that you're very consistent.
Very cool. That's very good tips. Very good tips. So, why I wanted to bring you here and interview you is because you play in a bluegrass band. So, how did you get involved in playing in bluegrass?
So it really started when I was in elementary school, and I learned the violin in elementary school through my public school teacher. And at our concerts, he would have us do a song at the end of the show that would be like an old time type song, like old time fiddle music. And so that was started my interest in it. And then my teacher in elementary school, he also ran a group um, for for middle schoolers through high schoolers called the North Allegheny Fiddlers. In that group, we'd have a summer workshop and we would learn old time uh, fiddle tunes, and then we perform them throughout the year at different spots in the community. So that's different. Old time is different from bluegrass, but it kind of came from the same family. Bluegrass is like a more modern adaptation of old time fiddle music. And so when I saw that Pitt had a bluegrass ensemble, I thought that would be a great way to continue my love for that type of music.
That's amazing. Okay. So, I recently saw you with the Bluegrass Ensemble of Pitt, and it was awesome. I highly encourage everybody to go see them. So, can you tell us a little bit more about the university's Bluegrass Ensemble? When do you perform? How can people get tickets?
Yeah, so this is the third semester. The past semester was the third semester. It had the bluegrass ensemble. It's under the direction of a bluegrass musician from the Pittsburgh area named Bryce Rabideau, and it's taken a bit to get it off the ground, but we've gotten better and better as each semester has progressed. And all the performances are free, so they've been at the Bellafield Hall auditorium. They've been free. You can just show up for them. But yeah, it's been a great experience, and it's been great getting to know other people who are interested in this type of music.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I typically don't study bluegrass, so seeing you guys play really sparked an interest, and it was such a good time. So good job. That
So,
was so
thank you.
cool. Um Also, what is the most challenging aspect of performing bluegrass live?
Definitely the most challenging aspect is when it's time to solo and you haven't quite planned out exactly what you're going to do note for note and you are improvising. And it can feel kind of high pressure when you're trying to think about where you're going with your solo. But with practice, eventually you get the feel. And once you practice it several times, there's only so many variations on the chords that you can do. So it kind of comes naturally after enough time.
Awesome. Well, Andrew, this was a quick interview, but I thank you so much for joining us. We got to touch base with like your family and how they inspired you, and we talked a little bit about your journalism and your bluegrass band. Happy New Year,
Happy New Year.
and thanks for joining us.
I'll talk to you later.